Good morning. Today is Tuesday, June 25th. Thanks for joining us on Up to the Minute. I'm Dr. Lana Begau, HCC Northwest Director of Communications, and I am joined this morning with Benjamin Escobar, HCC TV videographer. Good morning, Benji.
Hey, good morning, Lana. How are you?
I am good, thank you. Will you tell everyone how to find us?
Yeah, of course. We are live on the Houston Community College District Facebook page, not HCC, but Houston Community College District. We're also on YouTube, X, LinkedIn, and on HCC TV, where you can catch a rebroadcast of this show at noon, 5, and 10 p.m. Monday through Friday.
Great. And for Tasty Tuesday, we have a special treat from our own culinary department, which is offering something special for Central College's Eagle Market. Good morning, Chef Carlos Gamboa Muller. We will join you. We will be with you in just a few, but first we're welcoming the incoming interim HCC Southwest president who is taking over the helm in August, Dr. Michael Webster. Welcome back to the show, Dr. Webster.
Morning. Thank you for having me. And you said Tasty Tuesday. I was a little scared it was me, so I'm glad it's not me.
Well, maybe some other time. We're looking forward to discussing changes taking place at one of HCC's largest colleges at Southwest. HCC Chancellor Dr. Margaret Ford Fisher announced that Dr. Madeline Barillo Hopkins resigned as Southwest College president effective in August. I believe she's accepted president position in Dallas. So you'll be leading the college as interim president. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. I'm excited about the opportunity. I think it's just going to be a great time. Dr. Barillo was also my boss, so it's kind of bittersweet for me to see her leave, but I'm looking forward to the challenge ahead.
I bet. I know the two of you have worked together as Workforce Vice Chancellor and the Associate Vice Chancellor for a while now. How will that play into your new role, especially when it comes to the labor market?
Yeah, well, Houston is such a dynamic economy. 3.4 million people on payroll here in Houston. The Southwest quadrant is growing. You obviously have manufacturing out there. The business sector at the Galleria is out there. Fort Bend with the distribution centers that are growing. It's a huge space for folks that are looking to move up in life. And Houston Community College Southwest is a perfect place to make that happen.
Now, you all have the Digital and IT Center of Excellence. Tell us the importance of the Digital and IT COE as a current and future generator of jobs.
Yeah, I mean, there isn't a sector right now that hasn't been and won't continue to be hit by the need for technicians and people that are IT professionals. You can just look at right now in cybersecurity, you can't go buy a car because they've been hacked at the dealership. So, having experts and that can mine the field in cybersecurity is going to be key. And then, of course, being the only community college in the nation with a bachelor's degree in AI, I mean, we people are already knocking down the door. So the future is bright for DIT, and I'm looking forward to jumping in and helping out.
Yeah, I love that. We're ahead of the game here at HCC when it comes to DIT. So among the Southwest campuses, how does the proximity of the West Loop to Uptown affect your upskilling opportunities?
Yeah, our financial and business services sector has two fronts, one in downtown and then in the Galleria. So there's a lot of opportunity for us to upskill human resources, project management, business services. We can offer a lot right at our West Loop campus. So just getting the word out to those companies that are in that sector in the Uptown area is key for the West Loop campus. And I think that's going to be one of the things that I'm going to try to make happen in the coming months here, right out the gate.
And the Gulfston area has some opportunities for our students as well.
Yeah, this is kind of a labor of love for me. It's the biggest newcomer population in our city, in our region. 78 languages are spoken in that area. It's a first stop for folks that are coming across the border or coming across the seas into Houston. And there's a huge need there. And I think HCC is poised to really make something happen for all those newcomers that are coming, looking for the opportunity that America has to offer. And to me, that's mission critical for us. So that's like I said, it's a passion project for me. I'm looking forward to working there.
Wow, 78 different languages. That must be a real up and coming area for migrants and for workforce.
Definitely.
Yeah. So let's talk about the strong role the Missouri City campus plays in providing key training and education to the community.
Yeah, and the Missouri City campus, in fact, that's the one I've got in my background here, is it's a beautiful campus. We've launched a few different programs there. The 911 dispatch is located at that campus. And that community is, I mean, it's awesome. I was out there last weekend for the Juneteenth parade, and it's a tight-knit community that you know, values education and values what HCC can offer. We're tightly connected to the municipality out there, so I foresee us continuing to offer up some solid training and deliver on what the community needs.
So tell us about some of the opportunities available at the Stafford location as well.
Yeah, the Stafford campus is, I'm smiling because it's one of my favorite campuses of our entire system. So it houses our manufacturing program for one, and probably the best manufacturing facility that I've seen in many of the colleges I've been to across the nation. It's top notch, and I'm excited to see. We've also got construction out there. There's a fab lab. The truck driving is out there. There's an electrical program, the HVAC program, so all the workforce programs. But in addition to that, it's got the huge Stafford Scarcella building, and then our Fine Arts Academy is out there. So there's just you know, it's one of those spaces where you get a little taste of everything in one confined space, and so I'm excited about working in the Stafford community as well, just because of that.
Yeah, I have to tell you that Stafford campus really is a sweet campus. I've been out there a couple of times, and I really enjoy visiting that campus.
Yeah.
So tell us about your vision as interim. What do you hope to continue doing or maybe accomplish as interim president?
Mm-hmm. Well, I think for one, or the two that I've mentioned already, is really getting into the uptown area and building on with some business partnerships in that area, and upskilling folks where it's needed. Even looking at training that is connected to you know, some of the corporate college training that we can put into the businesses there. And again, the working in the Gulfton area with those that need resources and help as they've come in to the States. And then obviously the Digital and IT Center of Excellence has been, there's a long tradition already established of success there. Just building on that and continuing to keep the pedal to the metal to make it happen to a wider extent. Boosting our continuing ed and getting some of the programming to additional campuses across the system. I think collectively those are all things that can happen out in the Southwest area in a pretty short time.
Yeah, I have to mention that the DIT camps, summer camps, those filled up. I mean, they're full. So obviously that's something that parents are interested in having their children get into. And it looks like the kids are really into those camps. So that's really good to see that we're ahead of that as well.
Yeah, definitely. They've done that for a lot of years now, and I think they've got it down to science. So it's pretty effective, and it's a way to build the brand out there for our programming. So definitely a success for them.
Yeah, and you've all offered it at almost every college, so that helps get it out to every HCC community, which is great. Well, thank you, Dr. Michael Webster, Associate Vice Chancellor of Workforce Instruction and future interim president of HCC Southwest. We are so happy to hear about this opportunity for you and for Southwest, and we will have your info in our post after the show, and we'll have your congratulate you on this great position you'll be leading soon.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Look forward to working with you.
Thank you. And coming up, after a commercial break, Benji will return to discuss HCC's culinary department and its offerings for its Eagle Market students.
When I grow up, I want to work in a lab to build robots.
From classroom to career, we're with you every step. Register for real-world education at hccs.edu.
That one day at PE when they were like yelling at me and then you just linked arms with me, I don't think you know how much like that helped me. I finally like knew that I had somebody.
We are back with Carlos Gamboa Muller, chef and instructor for HCC's Culinary Arts program of the Consumer Arts and Science Center of Excellence. That's a mouthful. Welcome to the show, Chef Carlos.
Good morning. Morning to everyone. How are you doing today?
Good, good. We're excited to have you on here. You and another chef are helping students at HCC's Eagle Market learn about cooking. But before we get into that, let's begin by you telling us about HCC Central's Eagle Market, which recently had a ribbon cutting.
Yes, but for that day, we did a cooking demonstrations with two of my students. They asked us to go there and cook. So what we did is we visited the Eagle Market and see what ingredients they had over there. So when we gathered all the ingredients, we created different recipes. And that's what the cooking demonstration was about, to show the students that they can go to the Eagle Market, pick up stuff from the shelves, and then cook a delicious and nutritious meal.
Yeah, and I know like every week with the Eagle Market, there's some stuff that changes. Do y'all kind of prepare for the ingredients that y'all have and that we all show the students for that week or that demonstration are doing to change it up a little bit, or what do y'all do there?
Yes, we're going to continue doing that. We're going to try to make it better. So next time we're going to do a cooking demonstration. We're going to make the recipe and we're going to have bags with all the ingredients necessary to cook that recipe. So it's going to be even easier for the student to access those ingredients and to cook.
Yeah,
cooking is fun.
I feel like cooking is fun. I always have a great time cooking with my girlfriend at home. So share some of those recipes that you share with the students at the Eagle Market.
Say it again. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. So what are some of those recipes that y'all do that are like?
Well, the recipe that we did that day was tuna pasta salad. We made some stir-fry noodles. By the time of the ability, we had some, as I told you, we saw noodles, we saw macaroni pasta, and we saw canned tuna. So we created recipes with all those ingredients. And the recipes can be found at the Eagle Market. When you go there, they will have the recipes and they will hand the recipes to you. So you can pick. Right now, you can go and pick what you need, but in the future, we're going to have the bags ready for the students.
Yeah.
This is a cooperation that the Culinary Arts Department is doing with the Eagle Market.
That's great.
We're doing like baby steps, little by little, but we're gonna try to create a great program.
Yeah, and I know the Eagle Market's one of my favorite things that HCC does. I mean, it's really helpful for some of our students.
Yes,
Really.
yes,
So,
and we have to put the word out because some of the students they don't know that we have the Eagle Market.
yeah, of course. And so you also say that students will learn every protein cut. How is that? Like, what are the cuts? Can you explain some of that to us?
Okay, that's for our students here at the Culinary Arts. We have different type of cuts. I don't know if you can see them right here. I'm gonna
Wow.
explain them a little
Okay.
bit. So we have here the tenderloin cut, and this is the prime rib right here. So we're gonna do work today with the students. We're gonna work with this tenderloin. We're gonna clean it, and they're gonna see the difference of the tendons and silver skin and everything right here. I'm gonna show them how to cut in pieces with everything is in right here. We got the filet mignon, and they can see all of that. This is the prime rib. We're gonna roast this tomorrow. We're gonna have a nice dinner
Oh, wow.
tomorrow with peppers, some mashed potatoes, and with some exotic mushrooms on the side.
Wow.
So that's my plan for this week. Every week we have different topics. This week is all about beef. As you can see, I don't know if you can see here,
Okay, yeah. Of different
Out
parts
right
of
there.
the cow.
yes.
Yeah.
So every week we have a different topic, and we work with the students with the best ingredients that we can offer. We have our budget specialist, Ms. Cora Lewis. She's in charge of buying everything, and we have Chef Eunice K. He's in charge of bringing all the ingredients, but we always give the students the best that we have, the best cut of meats, the fresher ingredients, everything for them.
Yeah, I mean, they deserve the best. Really, they're our students, so that's what we do here at HCC.
Yes.
And yeah, can you also tell us about because I know you talk about this in classes, the chicken fabrication techniques. Can you tell us about that?
Yes, all the proteins. I'm sorry I don't have a chicken today here, but they get a whole chicken and they have to fabricate it, cut it in 8 pieces. They start with 4 pieces, then they have to cut it in 8 pieces and make it really nice and perfect. So as a professional chef will do. So they leave the department knowing everything about different cuts of beef, veal, lamb, pork, chicken, all the vegetables. So they learn a lot. One more thing is when they get the associate degree, we are accredited by the American Culinary Federation. That's an important thing for them to know also. Being supported by the American Culinary Federation is great.
Wow.
So when they get their degree, they have 1 full year of membership with the ACF.
Yeah, of course. And then also, I wanted to ask, what are some of the dishes y'all have done this year so far with your students? I mean, can you tell us of those?
Okay, right now we have done. The other day we did a poached salmon with fresh vegetables. That's a nice and delicate dish. Poached salmon. We did in the past. What we're gonna do this week, a prime rib dinner, as I told you, with asparagus, mashed potatoes, mushrooms. We made all of the other sauces in past weeks, so they learn about the bechamel, veloute, hollandaise, all of those sauces and all the smaller sauces also. So they learn about everything.
Yeah. And so mother sauces, explain that to me. What are the mother sauces?
The mother sauces are 5. So we got the bechamel, the veloute, tomato, hollandaise, and espanol. Mother sauces, they are called mother sauces because from them you can create different sauces. You can create from bechamel, you can create 5, 10 different sauces. And each sauce that you create with that, you can create a smaller sauce. So mother sauces are the base of all the sauces.
Okay, and I know. So
bechamel is.
So
Yes.
yeah. So what's that Espanoli one? That one sounds. I haven't heard of that one before.
Espanol is a reduction of beef stock with roux, and it's a thick sauce, and it's great to accompany steaks and different cuts of meat.
Okay. And then, I mean, there's just, so you're saying that you could just make so many sauces from these sauces, and that's basic. It's kind of like, you could say, the primary colors for,
Yes.
but
Yes.
that's for chefs and for cooking.
Yes, that's a good example, because the more
Yeah.
sauces are like that. You can
Okay.
create anything, like from bechamel, you can create a mac and cheese sauce. You can make an au gratin sauce. With au gratin sauce, you can make some potatoes and put it in the oven, and then you have great potatoes, grated potatoes. From tomato, you can make tomato sauce.
Mhm.
Velouté, you can create a delicious sauce for a fish. If you're gonna have a grilled fish with fish velouté, mixing it with cream and roux, can make a delicious sauce to put on top of your fish or next to your vegetables.
Okay. And would you say knife skills are important for your students?
Yes, the knife skills are important, because they need, as I told you, when they learn to fabricate chicken, they have to cut everything when they're supposed to be.
Yeah.
And in cooking, we have also the vegetable cuts. So they have dice, small dice, brunoise. Those are different type of cut, and they have to be always the same size. So when I have to ask a student to cut a carrot medium dice,
Mm-hmm.
they have to know the dimensions.
Yeah.
And cut it all equal.
Of course, of course. Well, thank you so much, Carlos Gamboa Muller. He is the chef and instructor at HCC's Culinary Arts Program of the Consumer Arts and Sciences Center of Excellence. We'll have all of your info on our post after the show. Thank you so much for being here.
You're welcome. One more thing, we have a new building and it's beautiful. We have two labs with the best equipment, everything that they need for a great experience here at HCC.
Yes, it's a beautiful building, and it's all
Yes.
brand new stuff. So yes,
Yes.
thank you so much. Coming up
welcome.
after a quick commercial break, Lana and I will return with some news and announcements.
When I grow up, I want to work at a school so I can be a teacher.
From classroom to career, we're with you every step. Register for real-world education at hccs.edu.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Today I'm going to talk to you about physics. Come on in, girls. Let's go. This is the first rocket to get humans to Mars.
Really tall.
I'm a rocket structural engineer, designing and building parts of the rocket. You are the generation that will be stepping foot on Mars. Do I have a group of astronauts on my hands?
Yes.
You can become a rocket scientist or whatever else you want to be.
Welcome back. Let's get to some news and announcements. Attend a free digital marketing clinic. Google's SEO secrets can now be revealed. The recent leaks in Google's algorithm give small business owners more opportunities to raise website rankings. Thanks to HCC's Northwest Center for Entrepreneurship, attendees can learn the latest on how to use the leaks to make websites get more traffic and get more leads. And that is Wednesday, June 26th, which is tomorrow. It's free on Zoom. And it is from 6 to 8 p.m. Check out our post after the show for information.
Yes, and we also have a Violence Against Women Act, a virtual conversation. Join HCC's counseling services for a virtual conversation on the Violence Against Women Act. It is open to all faculty, staff, and students. This will take place Thursday, June 27th from noon to 1 p.m. And keep this in mind, it's going to be virtual. So check out our post after the show for more info on that event.
And attend a free series on Medicare awareness. Since those who become eligible for Medicare can have important decisions to make, United Healthcare is offering a free series in English and Vietnamese this week. The organization says it's their mission to help people live healthier lives and make the healthcare system work for everyone. And that's Thursday, June 27th from 10 to 11 a.m. at the HCC Alief Hayes campus. Registration info is in our post after the show.
Yeah, next we have Speaking Volumes, the drama practicum, with theater being defined as an art that speaks volumes. HCC's drama department will join Screaming Media Productions for a theater production for GI 60 Houston, offering 2 in-person performances only. Selected 1-minute plays from around the world are brought to the stage by the HCC's Summer 2024 practicum students. This will take place Tuesday and Wednesday, July 2nd and 3rd at 7:30 p.m. at the HCC Stafford Fine Arts Center. It sounds like a pretty fun event, so check out check out the post after the show for more info.
It does sound like fun.
Yeah.
And don't forget that fall registration is now open. Registration for the fall semester with regular and smaller semesters offered in a variety of programs. Like all of HCC's courses for the summer and fall, they are offered online anytime, online on a schedule, hybrid, which is both face-to-face and partially virtual, in-person and hybrid labs. To learn more about HCC programs, start dates, and options to cover cost, you can find more information at hccs.edu/apply. And coming up tomorrow, we'll welcome an HCC partner from SCORE as our Small Business Wednesday guest to offer some pointers to local entrepreneurs. And later this week for Film Friday, we'll discuss HCC's Appleton workshops on music theory, creating beat sampling, and remixing with certified trainer David Sharma. Thank you for joining us. Thank you, Benji, and we will see you next time on Up to the Minute.